getting on? So I'm going to teach you a tune. This is a brilliant tune from an old collection of music called the Glen Collection, and this was reprinted a number of years ago by an organisation called Friends of Highland Music, and they've got loads of recently reprinted old manuscripts, and I quite often spend a bit of time just raking through these old tune collections. It totally depends on your mood, which tunes kind of jump out at you or grab you at the time, I find. So, you know, perhaps one day I'll go through and a particular march will jump out at me and I'll have to learn that. But I'll kind of sight read through a whole bunch of them, and quite often not really be grabbed by too many tunes. But I find if I go back again a week or a couple of weeks later, and another completely new gem of a tune will jump out at me. So it's a really useful thing to do, is to kind of delve into these old collections of tunes and find great old melodies that grab you and ask to be played, I suppose. So this is one I found a good few years ago. I've probably been playing this for 10 years or more, but it's called Mrs. McGee's Reel. They were all just known as reels back then. They didn't really distinguish between the different time signatures, but it is definitely a jig. So it's in G minor, so we're going up a wee bit of a notch here in terms of the challenge. It's a wee bit more difficult. There's a few wee accidentals and things, but I'm just going to play the tune round a couple of times, maybe even 3. Have a listen the first time. The second time, just really kind of try and follow again where the melody's going. Maybe even try and sing along. If you like, you can play a wee G drone, and try that. So here we go. This is Mrs. McGee's Reel. So Mrs. McGee's Reel, it's a great tune. That was sort of a medium tempo there. We can play it a wee bit faster. I want you to have a wee think about the different kind of characters of the tunes that we've learnt as well. Each of the keys definitely has a different character. G minor, it's quite a growler. It kind of really demands that attack, you know, that kind of, and the kind of bite. And the way this tune is constructed, it really kind of lends itself to that. So we can really kind of give this a bit of welly, this one I suppose, so you can really dig in. Remember as well that we can get a lot of different tone depending on where we are between the end of the fingerboard and the bridge. So for this one, for a bit more bite, we can definitely kind of play a wee bit closer to the bridge. You'll get that nice kind of attack. Again, just kind of relax. This one's a bit trickier for the left hand. There's a lot of wee intricate runs and things, but we'll get there. But just remember, try and stay as relaxed as possible. Don't let any tension creep in, because that'll definitely slow you down. So just kind of be aware of what's going on. You know, just kind of scan down and make sure that you've got no tension in the wrist or the elbow, shoulders, neck, etc. And just really be aware of that. I think the more challenging the tune, the more complex the music we're playing, we have a sort of almost a natural tendency to kind of hunch and tense up a wee bit. But just try and stay nice and relaxed for this. I'm going to play it again twice more, a wee bit faster this time. Don't need to play along yet, just try singing along again. Mrs. McGee's. Mrs. McGee's. Right, we'll give it a go. So, let me just double check the tuning. You should do the same. I'll just give you an A here. It's actually very warm here today, so the strings have got a wee bit of a tendency to slip out, so we'll just keep an eye on that. But here's an A. Okay, here's a D. Alright, here's a G. And here's the E. Okay, hopefully we're all in tune. You might have noticed I was when I was playing before, I was making quite a lot of use of the kind of the droning on the G string. It just kind of gives that sort of ring. It's almost like a wee accompaniment to yourself. That G can kind of ring long after you've hit it with the bow. You can hear that there. Try that. Give it a good... You can get a lot of bite. Okay, so G minor, here we go. I'll play a phrase, pause a wee minute, so you can press pause on the video if you like, and then we can carry on with the next bit. So here we go. Okay, and again for that. That's just your G minor arpeggio there, isn't it? So that's quite straightforward. Let's try that again. And one more time. So far so good. Here's the next bit. Okay, try that. So we're on C naturals, A, and down to F naturals. Then we've got an octave leap up to the F natural and the E string. So let's try that. And just have a wee notice of the bowing I'm doing there as well. I'm starting on the down, and then I'm landing on an up on the F natural there, and then I'm carrying on an up bow onto the F natural up on the E string. So almost gives you time just to get up there. You can have that. I love these tunes actually. You don't need to kind of be sawing away all the time. There's actually, even at high speed, there's kind of room for space between the notes. So really kind of pay attention to that. But there's the space here actually helps us with our bowing. So okay, let's try that again. Yeah, one more time for that wee phrase. Okay, and then it goes. Okay, so this is a good challenge. We're on the C natural at the start of the phrase, B flat, and then down to the A and back up straight away in a wee burl or triplet. Okay, so that's a really good one to practice because I want you to try and keep them separate. And then you can actually take that out of the tune and just practice that round and round until you can kind of get it at speed. And we're going for that kind of really crisp and clean burl. The Nairn accent is tricky to say that. B-I-R-L. Burl. It's a wee triplet though. Trickier because you're kind of having to really coordinate the bow and the three fingers. Good, so this is what we've got so far. You can play along from the top with me. Nice and slowly. One more time for that. Good, so that feels like a complete phrase, doesn't it? We're doing quite well. So the start of the next longer phrase just begins the same way. And we'll try that. And then it changes, so it goes. Try that. So we've got an E flat here. It kind of varies in the tune. It goes between the E and the E flat, just to challenge us a wee bit more. But here it's an E flat. Okay, one more time for that. And then the last wee bit. So one more time for that second whole phrase. Okay, so that's what I would call the A part. That's the first half of our jig, and then the B part, it kind of changes a wee bit, gets a little bit more intricate melodically, but the first part is quite straightforward. Just watch our intonation, our tuning as far as possible with our F naturals and our E flats. Okay, I'm just going to play that A part round quite slowly, the complete thing. And of course, feel free to pause at any time and go back to the phrases and kind of go through anything that you feel you've not quite got. But slowly, here is our A part. And repeat. So luckily the repeat is exactly the same. So we've got the whole of the A part. Let's do that one more time. I'm just going to do it at a slightly quicker pace. Try this anyway. Here we go. And repeat. Okay, hopefully you're getting on okay with that. That's our A part. Okay, so here we go with a wee bit of the B part. So it starts, yeah, the upbeat or the anacrusis of the A part was the D. I don't know if I actually said that, but you know now. But the upbeat or anacrusis of the B part is actually the B flat. Okay, let's try that. And one more time. And then it goes. So that's our first E natural there. And I'm just using the open E string, that's fine, because our pinky is getting a good workout with all the E flats in the A part and later in the B part. So happy for you to stick with the open E here. Okay, let's see if you recognise this bit. Okay, so that wee phrase we know, don't we, from the A part. It's that kind of the broken slur from the F natural up to the high F natural and the E. So try that. Okay, so we can put that all together quite happily. Yeah, so far so good. Let's do that one more time then. Grand, okay, here's the next bit. Okay, so it's very subtly different. Have a listen again. Okay, so we've actually got an F sharp in there. So it's quite quirky, this wee part. Sort of quite cleverly constructed, if you will. Okay. A, G natural, F sharp. And then the wee end phrase of this bit. So you know that already. Put that all together. Okay, I'm going to put those two complete phrases together. This is a B part, and then the second time through the B part it changes slightly again. We kind of get a long second time bar. So here's our first half of the B part then, starting on the B flat. Okay, one more time for those two joined up. So the first time it goes to the E natural, second time to the F sharp at the top of the phrase. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so then on the, I guess the repeat of the B, if you like, it starts the same way. A carbon copy of our very first long phrase, so that's easy, we've got that. And then we've got this lovely rundown from the B flat, which again is a good wee workout for the pinky here. Okay, listen to that again. Let's make sure it's in tune. That's pretty good fun, isn't it? So we've got a B flat, A, G natural, A, G natural, F sharp, G natural, F natural, then E flat, then D, C natural, B flat. Okay, quirky, lots of wee chromatic things going on there. Okay, it's that F sharp and then the F, kind of two notes apart that we've got to kind of really watch our tuning. Well, let's try that together from the B flat. Nice and close. It's good. It's good fun. One more time. And then the last phrase we know already. Okay. So we've got four, I kind of see it as four complete phrases in the B part here. So we've got the first phrase that we know that goes to the the E natural, just to remind myself. So we've got that phrase that goes to the E natural is phrase 1. Phrase 2 is the F sharp at the top of the phrase. And then it goes back to phrase 1 again, the E natural, and then we've got this lovely kind of chromatic rundown from the B flat, and that's our total complete B part. So I am going to play them once each. Okay, so the 4 phrases of the B part. I know this is a lot of notes to take in, but please do kind of take your time and feel free to pause and go back and check that you're getting everything. I know there's a lot of notes compared to the previous couple of tunes that we looked at. So anyway, we'll give this a go. So 4 chunks. Here's the first phrase. Okay, second phrase. The F sharp. Phrase 3, same as phrase 1. And then we've got our rundown. That's it. That's our B part. Okay, I'll run them all together this time. Maybe I take it a wee bit slower than that so that you can join in. Here we go. Is our complete B part. One more time for that, a wee bit faster this time. So that's it, we've got the whole thing now. Mrs. McGee's Reel from the Glen collection. Okay, let's do it a kind of medium pace all the way through. Okay, Mrs. McGee's Reel. So best of luck with that one. It's a great tune. As I say, it's one I've been playing for about 10 years and one that I keep coming back to because it's a lot of fun. I suppose because it uses, it goes all over the fiddle using all 4 strings, which is a wee bit unusual for a lot of the tunes that we know, a lot of our session favourites. So yeah, take your time with it. Don't rush. Do try and focus on the intonation. Make sure you're getting everything in tune as far as possible. A good tip for that is maybe you can set a drone, like a G drone, and then you can kind of play off that and just make sure that everything feels like it's in tune with the drone. You can get one on your phone and get an earbud and just have it kind of droning, not too loudly, just in your ear, and that can kind of keep you right. Also, feel free to try a metronome. Start really slowly, down, by the do, and gradually build up the pace, and you can kind of just have the metronome in the ear too, which is a really good way of kind of building the speed and checking where you are. So let's play it one more time, and that'll be the end of the classes. So hope you've enjoyed the tunes and that you've got something from these, and best of luck with your practice. Stick in, and I hope we can see you in person at the Arainn Fèis next year in future. So stay safe, everybody. Here, one final time is Mrs. McGee's Reel. Okay, see you soon.